Raumfalte, aka WarGaming's new FOMO and gambling event. Let's take a look, ladies and gentlemen. But just before we do that, for those who do not know German, Raumfalte, I hope I'm not mispronouncing it, actually means space folding. Keep that in mind. So in this event, from what I understood with my humble God-given mind, we have 3 tiers. Raumfalte Proto, which is the first tier. Raumfalte Alpha, which is the second tier. That's kind of funny because the word alpha means the first, as Aleph, Alpha, A, alphabet, whatever. And Raumfalte Prime. Let's not talk about the grammar right now, and let's just ignore that for the time being. Or let's just ignore it altogether. And let's go and see what these 3 tiers are all about and why every single content creator which I know personally has, well, shall we take a look and see what they have to say? Here, take a look.
This is actually pretty disgusting. Like,
I have never felt so ashamed to be a World of Tanks content creator.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Every single CC, not only the ones that I showed you, but the lesser ones, which I know of, agree on this matter. So, this is a bullshit event, which I'm just saying straight out, I don't give a shit. Which is based 99.99% on gambling, with calculated 0.01% on what we call guaranteed boxes, guaranteed gifts. What are these guaranteed gifts, and why do I say 99.99? Maybe some people say, oh, you're exaggerating. Well, look at this, ladies and gentlemen. When you open the Raumfalte Proto, which is the only one that you can buy, by the way, you cannot go and buy the ones in the end which have the best tier tanks in the game, the ones which everyone wants, especially the Chieftain. But before we get to that, let me explain. Raumfalte Proto, the ones possible cargo, have a 20% chance of opening another Raumfalte of the next tier, or maybe the tier after that. But the chances are slim to none. Why? Because this 20% chance is simply going to go open another Raumfalte. But what's inside the other Raumfalte, we shall take a look. So, one of the following: 50,000, 100,000, or 250,000 credits. Universal booklet, universal guide, universal manual. Nobody cares about that, especially if you are a tank collector. You have thousands of those on your account. You don't give a fuck. Excuse my French. Personal reserves, yada, yada, yada. Tank collector has thousands, so it's still useless, especially if you buy the loot boxes during the end of the year event. 137 premium days. Again, no one cares unless you are a new player in the game and you just want to spend maybe like 100, 120 euros to get yourself some nice rewards and maybe possibly some of the first tier gifts. But going to the next, you have to be extremely lucky. So, the new tanks are the Kampfpanzer III GST Term, the VCS 6x6 TS90. This is stolen from another game, but I'm not going to mention the name of that game. You guys probably know which game I'm talking about. And the Zolg Panzernik. I hope I'm not murdering that. The AMBT, SPD, Grom, the Judge Tiger Prototype, the Tier 8, which is basically Tier 9, one tier lower. 244, 100, one of the best medium tanks in the game. Well, one of the best, not the best. AAT-60, Glass Cannon, Emil 1951, quite a decent vehicle, and T-77 Autoloader. Every 50th Raumfalte Proto, which costs approximately $1.50 or 1.40 something euros. Oh boy, this is gonna hurt. Guarantees that you will get one of these vehicles. Now, if you're a tank collector and you already have these, you're aiming for the other 3 which are new. And this is WarGaming. This is where WarGaming is tugging on your heartstrings. These are the vehicles. The Term, as you can see, a Tier 8 German tank destroyer. This is the stolen vehicle that I mentioned earlier. This is a Zolg Panzernik. I hope I'm not murdering that. Tier 9. Wait, this is a tier 9. This is a tier 9 French wheeled light tank. This is a tier 8. 8, 9, 9. And you could possibly go to the next cargo, which is 20% another round falte. WarGaming does not clarify what these possibilities are of the another round falte. Will it be the lower tier or the next tier? That is something that we're going to watch their videos and and we are going to see what this actually is. Let's see if they clarify that. I don't think so, because they're always shady. Oh boy, oh boy. 1,500, 5,000, and 25,000 free XP is not bad. One of the following: 3, 7, or 14 days of premium. Of course, this is higher than this, obviously. One tier higher. Personal reserves, universal guide. Very few people are going to care about this, especially if you've opened loot boxes during the holiday ops. One of the following: 100, 200, or 500 components. So WarGaming is selling components, which they said that they would not, if you guys remember that. 3, 5, or 10 missions for times 5 XP, whatever. One new vehicle, the VZ58 Medved, the UDES, then we have the UDES 33, the Kampf Erich, the BZ72-1, which is actually a tier 10, and the E77. Some 3D attachments for those who care. I'm not one of those. Here's the Medved. Of course, they're going to put you a short video in order to, tug at your heartstrings. I know how they made this video, but okay. They put all the tanks together and whatever. That's not an issue. Okay, possible cargo for the Prime. If you are lucky enough to gamble out of a gamble, and your loot box will open the previous one, and then it's going to jump to the Prime. It doesn't exactly work that way, but for every... Oh boy, this is confusing. So you are guaranteed every 50 boxes to get one of the first vehicles. As you can see right here next to my head. For tier 2, as you can see right over there, it is every 40. And for the third and highest tier, it is every 20. I guess they said, I think if we would have put it 50-50-50, it would have been way overkill. As if this isn't already way overkill. Because when you open a round falte, it might, 1 in 20, it might open another round falte. It could be the same tier, it could be a higher tier, but you have to take it in stages. So you have to open enough round falte from the first tier, ladies and gentlemen, aka the round falte proto. You have to open enough round falte protos so that then you would have a chance of getting enough round falte alpha. And if you are lucky enough, inverted commas, we know there's no such thing as luck, and gambling is just pre-programmed bullshit, then you have the chance of getting a very few round falte prime. That is, if you are lucky. And if you have spent at least between 800 to 1,000, if you're lucky, 800. Well, QuickyBaby said less, and you can go watch this video towards the end. It could cost you up to 1,600 euros to get all the tanks if you have nothing. Now, let us watch WarGaming's video and comment on it. And after we do that, I will tell you why WarGaming is doing this. I have had this piece of information, which I'm going to reveal today, for quite some time, thanks to the help of a friend, a very good friend, actually. I'm not going to reveal his name because he told me that he wants to remain anonymized, but I will respect his research, and I'm going to show you why WarGaming is acting in this bullshit, manipulative, crappy way of shoving down as much gambling and FOMO down our throats as much as possible. And what saddens me is that there are many people out there who are going to fall for this crap. We've seen it happen again and again and again. So if you think that the Waffenträger auf E100 event with the 100,000K was a big deal, ooh, that was just a little, as we say in Arabic, a little pinch. I simply pinched your ears. It means it was very tiny. It's a tiny little prick of a... Let's proceed. But, I noticed this just now. Before I show you WarGaming's video, I want you to see something. I have a special mod on my computer which shows, with high accuracy, very high accuracy, likes versus dislikes. As if you guys remember, back in the day, YouTube removed the dislikes, but you can get them back with this very beautiful mod called Bring Back Dislikes, YouTube dislikes, something like that. And look at this, guys, ladies and gentlemen. They have 1,792 likes versus 2,313 dislikes. I don't know about you, but that's bad. That's really bad. Okay, let's watch this.
To hell with the protocol! Open the portal immediately! I repeat, open the portal! Nice! Do you copy?
Hello, I'm Miriam, and this is a Raumfalte. This device is like a magic hat that can store and retrieve anything.
WarGaming, you are making millions. What the fuck are you doing with that stupid cartoon shit quality? Oh my god, whatever. That's ridiculous. Sorry about that. Actually, let's watch it on YouTube.
To hell with the protocol! Open the portal immediately!
Is a Raumfalte. This device is like a magic hat that can store and retrieve anything. From priceless art masterpieces to entire tanks.
Guys, I just noticed. Look down there. Look down there. 858 idiots gave them a like versus 3,487 dislikes. WarGaming, what are you doing? You are destroying your game. Well, not exactly destroying their game. They're trying to milk as much as possible. Keep that in mind. I will reveal towards the end of this video, if you have the patience. Don't skip, because you're going to miss important context. Towards the end of this video, I will reveal to you why WarGaming is acting in this bullshit way. Oh boy.
Isn't science fascinating? You can even find another Raumfalte inside it. And in the second one can be a third. In the third, a fourth, and...
Yeah, but what she's not telling us is that it could actually go back to the first. Why am I saying this? Because I've watched this already once before, and listen.
More, and more, and more. You can try these devices right now. Sign up to volunteer for Last Stand and defend reality itself.
Hang on. Wait a second. Let me translate what you just said.
Hello, this is WarGaming Translator. I tell you what we try say, not bullshit video. Bullshit video, yada yada yada, for little kiddies who do not understand what's end of video. Other person will translate. Also me, but other person, other person. What we try to say is you open your wallet, you take out money, you take out all form of money, you take out credit card, then you go back to your family, you take children, you take home mortgage, you take everything, and you give it to us.
Let's continue watching this bullshit.
We won't be able to fight back!
And earn up to 7 Ramfolter to test.
And earn up to 7 Ramfolter to test. This proves my theory that it could go back and forth. You could actually be trying to open the mid-tier Ramfolter. It could either take you forward or backwards. You could open 1 Ramfolter from the highest tier, probably, and it will take you back to the beginning. But how does this work? In all due fairness, because I've watched this before.
Also, complete special missions to get another 3 devices. After all, somebody has to test them.
Yeah, aka some dumb schmuck has to give us his or her money.
Now, about how it all works. When you open Ramfolter, you have a chance to get a new sphere. Proto, Alpha, or Prime. When this happens, you will most often extract a rarer and more valuable device.
I don't think that 20% counts as most likely. Just saying. That's 1 in 5 if you are lucky. Well, not lucky, it's how the program works in the background, which you do not see.
Scientists are researching how Ramfolter works. The probability of getting a new sphere is about 20%. That means roughly 1 in 5 devices will yield a sphere, which, if you're lucky, will often be a rarer device. Alpha devices share the same odds, and if the technology remains stable, they'll most often contain a prime. But
so basically, from the get-go, right from the beginning, you only have a 20% chance of receiving the special gifts. But then you have this lesser chance of this special gift bouncing back to the original. Oh boy.
protospheres are not only about a chance of getting alpha and prime ones. There's also the protosphere's contents, which are useful resources. And Tier 8 and 9 scientific vehicles. Armed ones, of course. Blowing things up is part of science, but that's only the beginning. If your proto-device triggers a chance for one more sphere, it will probably be the second type, Alpha, and that will open new facets of reality. In the Alpha device, you will find valuable resources, components for experimental equipment, or free experience, and
which no one wants anyway. Well, at least the tank collectors, within that context. No one from the tank collectors wants anyway, because we have thousands of those. We don't care about those.
rare Tier 9 and 10 vehicles.
This is how they made the video. They got all their, they got a team of their, their staff. They put them all on, what is that, Prohorovka or Airfield, whatever, and they just rolled the tanks down away and so, let's make a video about it. Oh boy. And cheap quality video. Cheap. Very cheap. Using probably an AI voice of some dumb cartoon, which you could get for like $5. And you can also do it for free if you get the trial period.
With scientific tools like these, no one will stand in the way of your research. No one.
Are you serious, WarGaming? Is this the type of quality that you're giving us now?
You can also get one more sphere from Alpha Ramfolter. If this happens, it will probably be the third, the most advanced sphere type. The prime device.
Wait. Opening results may vary for different Ramfolter types. That's how probabilities work. It's not probabilities, it's predetermined coding. After all, if you haven't received the prize you want, try reloading the device. AKA pay more. What a shit show.
Prime device uncovers the unknown layers of subspace that contain guaranteed gold.
Guaranteed gold within gambling. Notice that. But in order to get this guaranteed gold, you have to pay your month's rent, as QuickyBaby mentioned it also, part of your children's tuition. Go watch his video. His video is amazing. And also, get DezGamez made a very good video about this. The ones I showed in the beginning.
Sources, unique Tier 9 and Tier 10 vehicles.
WarGaming knows that these last two vehicles that they just showed over here on screen, these are the main reason. This is their FOMO, their main FOMO incentive, their main FOMO star of the show, which everyone, well, not everyone, every moron is going to go and dish out their hard-earned cash, or probably borrow their mommy's credit card, and suddenly their mom's like, what happened? My credit card came inflated. What is this $1,500 to WarGaming? What is that? Do you know anything about this? Yes, mommy, you told me to be a credit card. You know I love this game and this and that. Okay, honey, but $1,500. Didn't I tell you the maximum was 1,000? You went a little bit over the limit. You're gonna get only half your allowance next month. You know, these stupid rich kids where their parents, they give them thousands of dollars per month as pocket money, and they don't care anyway. Oh boy, it's just an example.
New Tier 10s! Even though the devices are unstable, our engineers managed to make getting a scientific vehicle guaranteed. The guaranteed vehicle from the 50th sphere works by familiar principles, but with a different number and a separate counter for each of the 3 Raumfalter types. So, if you get a vehicle from the protosphere, it won't reset the counters for the Alpha and Prime devices.
Could you imagine if it actually did that? If it even resetted the other 3? The other 2, excuse me. This is probably going to be the next step. I just gave WarGaming another idea for their next upcoming FOMO. That is, if they're going to have the time. And I will explain towards the end of the video, which has been quite some... I'm sorry, this is not a short video. I'm sorry. But I will explain to you why WarGaming is acting like this, and you will be shocked, and you will be happy. Those of you who have started to dislike WarGaming's bullshit, such as myself, you're going to be very happy with what's coming at the end. And you're going to say, yes, finally. Now let's watch.
This increases the chances of getting a vehicle, even if you're not so lucky.
Translation. This increases the money you have to give us. Very simple. Nice, plain and simple. Motherfuckers.
Proto Raumfalter means vehicles, resources, and a chance to get even more from the Alpha and Prime spheres. And you can get as many as 10 of these devices. 7 for resilience in Last Stand, and 3 for special missions in random battles. You can acquire even more Raumfalter if you assist with further research of the Babylon Project. Unfold space-time itself. Feel free to ignore the manual. It's completely safe. Good luck in your research.
Nice. I just gave this video a dislike because it's just a bunch of fucking bullshit. Now, for the amazing news. What I'm about to show you was sent to me by the individual that I mentioned earlier. I'm going to keep his identity anonymous because he asked me to, and I respect that. And, ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Commission and national authorities taking action to protect children, well, not just children in general, from harmful practices in video games. The European Commission is finally doing something about the gambling effect and the psychological pressure which companies like WarGaming, I'm going to call them WarGaming, or WarGaming, these gay motherfuckers, and I'm sorry for using this type of language. This video is probably not going to be safe for children, but if you are a child and you're playing World of Tanks, I feel sorry for you. So, I'm going to put the link of this in the description below. Read it, and look what they're going to do to all companies. All companies are being targeted for the malpractices of using gambling and psychological effects, FOMO, in order to force children, and not only children, but adults at the same time, into buying stuff because they are on fear, on missing out. Read this. You're gonna love it. It's not a very big read. That's it, basically. That's it. This is it. I could read it out to you, but it's gonna take even longer. However, since I've already read this, it is one of the best things that's going to happen. It's coming very soon, and this is the #1 reason why war scamming is trying to milk as much money as possible before the hammer comes down. This is the hammer that they're afraid of, that they are scared shitless of. They are pissing their panties. Companies like War Scamming, aka We Are Gay Mingling, are scared shitless of what the European community is doing. The European Commission, excuse me. And having said that, I hope you enjoyed this beautiful ending. Say no to war scamming. Stop buying not loot boxes. Well, loot boxes towards the end of the year, those might come to an end. Who knows? We shall see. Stop funding their greed. I've been saying this for years. Who's listening? Almost no one. I'm probably talking to myself. I get really disappointed when, I put out these videos, and you know that I'm an honest guy. I don't give a shit. And when they do something stupid, I tell them off. When they do something good, I give them the thumbs up. But war scamming, I hope you watch this video. Seriously, go F yourself. The rest, stop being such effing victims to these scammers. And there you go.